And first, the news from where the fate of the world is truly being decided right now. The much-hyped Russian summer offensive has failed. This is now the conclusion not only of the American Institute for the Study of War, but also of our own General Staff. Despite the massive number of forces Putin threw into this offensive, the Muscovites failed to capture a single city in Donetsk or Kharkiv regions. Moscow's plans to create a so-called security belt in the Chernihiv, Sumy and Kharkiv regions have also been thwarted. Less than 70 kilometers of territory along the border have come under Russian control. However, according to American experts, Russian generals are blatantly lying about their successes on the front lines in order to convince the West of their inevitable victory over Ukraine. However, as our Andriy Tsaplienko says, there is now cautious optimism even regarding the return of several settlements captured by the Russians in the summer. How was it possible to stop the enemy in the Dobropillia area and near Siversk? How were they able to cut off the pincers near Pokrovsk? Andriy will now tell us everything.
All right, we're ready for takeoff. Then let's get to work.
Andriy Tsaplienko, their job is to stop the horde. The Russian summer offensive stalled, in part thanks to these guys. A reconnaissance drone is a small element of a complex system for monitoring the battlefield and creating an impassable zone for Russian infantry.
And not once has it ever happened that during our entire flight, we didn't find at least one interesting specimen.
Andriy Tsaplienko, what you're seeing now looks on the map like a long snake-like tongue stretching 18 kilometers toward Dobropillia. Or rather, the remnants of that tongue, because Ukrainian forces have almost completely cut it off at the root. The plan to bypass Dobropillia and encircle Pokrovsk has failed. But that doesn't mean the Kremlin has abandoned it.
We've had some success there. At the moment, the situation there looks like a tug of war. The initiative keeps shifting from one side to the other. The enemy has a significant advantage there, both in manpower and equipment. But they are also suffering heavy losses there.